What's up everybody and welcome to the channel. In today's video we're checking out this 2025 Nissan Pathfinder Platinum Edition. This one's finished in the Everest White with an MSRP around $52,000. What do you think of this as a family three-row SUV? Do you think this is one of the best ones out there? Especially since under the hood we still have a normal V6. So in many ways this is kind of an old school SUV that people from 10 years ago are gonna still really like. We go ahead and pop the hood, you're going to see that 3.5 liter V6 with 284 horsepower, 259 pound-feet of torque. It's either front-wheel drive or all-wheel drive. Got a 9-speed automatic transmission. For the front-wheel drive model, curb weight is close to 4,300 pounds. All-wheel drives are close to 4,600 pounds. With all of that, towing is even up to 6,000 pounds, and you have an 18.5 gallon fuel tank with 20 in the city and 27 on the highway for the front-wheel drive car. Got your Nissan badge right in the center with some white trim, forward-facing camera, all this gloss black trim, and a nice chroma bezel around it. Got some plastic black down below with parking sensors, openings, safety sensor, and then some nice silver trim. And then for the headlights, you have an LED design up above, some basic bulbs, but a nice look overall. Has a good looking style to it. The Pathfinder, it's nothing new for this year. It's been like this for a couple years now. However, overall, it's a really good looking SUV. It looks tough, it looks good. Still looks like a modern vehicle. You're gonna get that plastic black from the front bumper, cutting into the side area surrounding the wheels, and then we have a nice set of 20-inch wheels. Got the multi-spoke look with the two-tone color, and then more of that plastic material in the rocker panel with some chrome trim, and it even says Pathfinder in back. Yeah, body color door handles and mirror caps, integrated turn signal and camera. There's a little bit of chrome trim, and then I like all the gloss black trim throughout the windows. This design element is pretty cool just to kind of tie it together, and then we have silver roof rails and roof racks with a large sunroof up above. For the side profile, has a really good proportional style. Sharp lines above the front and the rear fender arch. Very nicely designed SUV with just a good shape to it. I think this is really just a vehicle you can't go wrong with. Got the nice integrated spoiler in back. Nice design for the taillights, and it's cool how they're connected with that gloss black bar. Got your Nissan logo, it's written out with Pathfinder in Platinum, and then we have this large silver trim piece in the rear diffuser area, along with all of your parking sensors. Got all the trailer hitch settings down below, connections and everything. So not bad, just a good looking vehicle. Again, can't go wrong with a Pathfinder. For the power liftgate, you just press that button, popping that open, you have a nice amount of space, over 16 cubic feet of cargo in the trunk section. You can even lift up the floor, and we have a hidden area underneath. And then for these seats, they are reclinable, so you can pull that and they recline quite a lot, and then we can easily get these out of the way. So from here they're going to fold nice and flat, which is a great touch, and we have about 45 cubic feet of cargo volume in this configuration. Now in order to get the second row down, you do have to go into it and pull a lever, and then with that locked down, we now have over 80 cubic feet of cargo volume. So they're going to fold nice and flat, making this really roomy back here and just a nice area to fit a lot of large items. And then from here we can just press this button, automatically close that gate. And then to take a look at the seating configuration, you're gonna have a button on the side that you can press that will completely get out of the way. And then as you can tell, we have these seats that you can easily fold back up, pop those headrests back up too. So this has 3 seats back here and then 3 seats in the middle. But sitting here at 5'11", I mean, it's definitely on the small side. My knees are way in my chest. However, if I go ahead and recline this seat quite a bit, it actually makes it decently comfortable to where I could actually sit back here. Legroom is a little limited with these slid all the way back, but we have air vents in the ceiling, plugs, storage, and I mean a decent amount of space for being this isn't that big of a vehicle. From here, we just crawl back out. There is a button on the back side for the third row passengers. And then with that back in its position, I can hop inside. So sitting here, I can recline the seat once again and also slide it forwards and back. In the center, we have a nice spot for a cup holder, phone storage, armrest. And then we have climate controls all down below with heated seats. Air vents are in the ceiling once again, and then we even get some nice sunshades. Get all the soft touch material on the door panel. Driver's seat on my height, 5'11". I sit here quite nicely. So really can't complain. It's a really roomy second row. And then as we hop out to take a look at the driver's seat, you do have buttons on the door handles to lock and unlock it. And then door panels finished off just like in back with the soft touch, the nice padding, Got memory seating up here. I like this like aluminum style trim to it. Grab handle all your controls. Power controls, of course, for the seating. And with the seats, I like how you have this brown trim and then the nice semi-aniline leather material. So really premium interior, quite honestly, with these nice seats. You got the perforations, the cool stitching, 3-spoke steering wheel with more black leather. There is comfort access in this. If I fire it up, seats and steering wheel will go back to where I had them set. So nice interior overall. You're gonna see kind of a flat bottom style. We have paddle shifters, cruise control settings, audio controls on the left. You can also configure the screen a little bit. Tapping this icon, you have your view that you can configure, which is a cool touch. And then scrolling left and right, we have all sorts of different information we can play with and view a lot of things within the car. So good overall screen. Nothing, again, too fancy with it, but it does get the job done. Got this dock on the right for your windshield wipers. Headlights and turn signals on the left. Power steering column. And then we have the integrated steering. We also have the tailgate release information for the heads-up display, more soft touch material. Soft touch material up above with all the stitching. There's storage underneath here with a large glove box. And then a lot of piano black throughout the center. The screen here isn't really anything new. It's not the newest Nissan that we've seen in other cars now. We have some shortcuts down below in the touchscreen. We also have shortcuts down below on these physical buttons. So it's a nice setup overall with how simple it is. You have your forward camera, your top-down view. Of course, the backup camera will pop up as well. Park button is integrated on the top. So, simple screen, it works. You have your climate vents down below, heated and ventilated seating. You have your dual zone temperature along with your rear control that you're able to adjust. You have all those right in the center with a screen, heated steering wheel. Then there's wireless charging down below with plugs, storage throughout the center, auto hold, auto park and brake, and then we have our drive modes. So we can configure all of this. We even have a tow mode. So pretty useful for a family SUV. I like all these stitching, soft touch materials throughout the center. There's hidden storage down below, and then a nice glove box. One last look at the interior. Again, this is just very nicely appointed. It's nothing fancy, but it is nice. It's a really good place to be. Got garage door buttons underneath the mirror, and you just really can't go wrong. All right, so setting off now in the Pathfinder. I've never driven a front wheel drive one actually, which is kind of funny to see a car like this, front wheel drive or the all wheel drive. Getting up to speed normally, honestly, you don't really notice it. The V6 is quite nice. It is smooth power delivery. The transmission shifts really well. That is a really big plus with the driving characteristics of a Pathfinder. It kind of just feels like a normal SUV, just what you're used to over the last 10, 20 years with vehicles like this. It's just a simple, normal powertrain, and there's a lot to love about that. Ride quality is really good, especially in the Platinums. It absorbs bumps well. These leather seats are really comfortable. It's a very great place to be in this front seat. I really just fit nicely in here. Good view around as well. All the mirrors do a good job letting you know what's going on. Over your left and right shoulder, no crazy blind spots at all. And with the panoramic roof, I mean, we just have a lot of light let in here. Now the steering feel is the one thing that is a little interesting in front wheel drive versus the all wheel drive cars. It feels a little loose, I would say, just a little light when you're driving it. And then if you accelerate out of a turn or a standstill, you're gonna get a little bit of the squealing front tires. So personally, I would only get all wheel drive for something like this. It just makes more sense. I can't see actually getting front wheel drive on a big V6 SUV that should be able to tow 6,000 pounds. So a little weird there giving it gas, but gets up to speed well, and it's a little bit more efficient for the MPG. But again, if you're buying a Pathfinder, I feel like you are going to want to capitalize on towing. While it still says this can tow the same as the all-wheel drive, I probably wouldn't want to tow that much with front-wheel drive, just be a little funky. Other than that though, of course you can get all-wheel drive. I mean, honestly, there's really no complaints. You have all the storage you could need. We've driven these Pathfinders to Michigan and back probably 5 times over the last 3 years, so I probably have 5,000 to 7,000 miles on these vehicles. They're great road trip cars, especially with just how the cup holders are laid out, the extra storage, the under storage. I mean, it's just really good for the family, for road tripping. Car seats will fit fantastic in the back. You can get captain's chairs. It's just a really well-rounded car, and when you're driving it, the Platinum just feels like a luxury car. The Rock Creek isn't quite as nice on the highway. That one's a little bit more off-road focused, has the tires, a little bit different suspension. So if you want the nice on-road capabilities with just a gorgeous interior, this is the way to go. We've always thought pretty highly of these. Backup camera works pretty good. It's not the most HD thing in the world, but you can see everything with no issues there. So really don't have complaints from a driver's perspective on the Pathfinder. Just wouldn't mind sticking with all-wheel drive for something like this.